else teeth. That's better. Oh, else teeth. Oh God, I didn't turn that down either. Oh, fabulous start to tonight. Oh, bloody hell. Professional. You don't get this on Hubnut. What a twerp.
Being a Willie is a hard life. Your toothless mates are nuts, and you've always got an arsehole behind you.
Well, that was mercifully short and sweet, wasn't it? Well done, Corey. You're back to your worst. Good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome indeed to Thursday Night Live, where over the space of the next hour, we are going to wave away Thursday and welcome in Friday. Oh, Poets' Day, darlings. Piss off early, tomorrow's Saturday. And we will be doing so in the company of our perennial and permanent pals, our matching pair of his and hers, highly powered hedgehogs of truth, complete with their firstborn. Haven't had an HOT question for a while, have we? Noticeably absent are Two-Ton Ted Tentington and the Netty Petty Pisspot. However, Sean's box is in place. Christ, that's heavy now. Sean's box is in place to receive its regular pounding. And of course, we've got the community portable electronic telephonic device upon which you could, some would argue should, and I hope will leave a voicemail for the delectation and delight of all of your wonderful fellow bogs and members of my inner scrotum, who I adore, each and every one of you. I would love nothing more than to track you down individually and squeeze and hug and tickle you until you squealed and wet yourself. Honestly, I'd love to do that. Oh, life goals and aspirations, eh? Just need a lottery win, for which I would need to start doing the lottery, which I don't. So I'm somewhat unlikely to win it. But then so are the people who do the lottery as well. So there you go. It's as wide as it is long, and I'm not talking about my little tinkle. So at this point, it is traditional that I see who's with us and what you've got to damn well say for yourselves. And get onto your comments, which are, of course, the meat and potatoes of this battered sausage with curry sauce that we are currently dipping ourselves in and out of. And I will do nothing less than exactly that once I've had a goodly slurp of my wine, which is well earned, because we were kind of busy tonight, except we weren't. How does that make sense? Well, we were dead as a doornail, virtually no takeaways, and nobody came into the restaurant, except we had two big tables. So if that makes sense, we were kind of busy, but we kind of weren't. So there you go. In other restaurant news, I've written a very strongly worded letter to the landlord where I have threatened to sue his arse off, basically. And we found a restaurant that both Bishnu and I really, 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 really fancy. And I'm getting a little bit excited about that. Right then. Cheers, darlings. Your very good health. Bottoms up if you're lucky, lads. Up yours if you're not careful, ladies. Don't be taken unawares. Keep your hand on the halfpennies. That's my advice. And above all, to each and every one of you, with positivity oozing out of my left nostril and sincerity oozing out of my back bottom, get stuffed. Thank you so much. Oh, oh, that's good. That's so good. So good they named it once. Right, let's see who we've got. Joining us tonight in no particular order of merit or indeed appearance, we have Tonic 110, Peter P. Stew, 69 the fabulous Curry Edit Queen, who appears to be angry. Stratospherian, Lord Stiff Upper Lip VIP. Excuse me. It's the live stream tickle. Oh, God. Oh, dear me. That's a proper live stream tickle. Emma Lemon of the eponymous YouTube channel Emma Lemon is with us. Everybody's busily having a chat and saying hello to each other, and any new names? Paulie Galtieri, the lovely Richard, good evening to you. Diane, our very own hippie head mistress, good evening, my lovely. I hope you are most awfully well. Nigel, 00 Garage, good evening. Andrew Buttigieg, Ivor Spotty Butty, of course, greeting everybody by name. Oh, the Waltons, harmless enough, but a massive disappointment if you ever read the book upon which the TV series The Waltons was based. Now, the book, which was written by a chap called Earl Hamner Jr., it's called Spencer's Mountain, and it features the Spencer family, Clay Spencer, the head of the family, Clayboy Spencer, his oldest son, grandpa, grandma. It features the whole kit and caboodle. And the book is a superbly written, powerful piece of literature that represents certain people at a certain time at a certain place. It's written beautifully, it's really powerful, and it should be on everybody's must read list, and you should have a copy in your house. Whereas, of course, the television series that it became was harmless, schmaltzy, and not really quite the same, but harmless and pleasant enough. But nothing like the power that the book had. But then that's what television and film does, darlings. It television and books bring television and film bring to the screen a book, and they tell the story less well. Basically, that's what films and TV programs are. 99.9% of the time. The odd exception. The problem is, of course, that the mind is a wonderful and powerful thing. And when you read a book, you give your own characters, you give them a sound, you give them a look, they become real in your mind. And then when you watch them on television, they're not the people that you thought they were, because they're the product of somebody else's mind, and their mind doesn't match yours. So that's why I tend to stick to books. I don't like the disappointment, with some exceptions, which I am thoroughly looking forward to enjoying in NETTY in days, weeks, months, and years to come on this rather fabulous device with some, oh God, I'm so looking forward to it. I am so looking forward to it. I've got them lined up. Gavin and Stacey, Rumpole of the Bailey, the Biderbeck trilogy now, thanks to the wonderful Ange. I can't wait. Who else have we got? Who else have we got? Oh, speaking of Anne, she is here. Kay Camper, the lovely Anne. Good evening, Boaty. Good evening, everyone. And a very good evening to you. Who else have we got? Josh. Good evening, Josh. Oh, always a joy when you join us all the way from New York. Who else we got? Who else we got? Who else have we got? Who else have we got? Dan, that's who else we've got. Good evening, Dan. Jimmy Quinn, good evening to you. Barry Scrotter, hello to everyone and all of Boaty's potential conquests. God, chance would be a fine thing, would it not? Anybody else? Anybody else? Let's catch up with the comments and then we can talk in real time, can't we? Yep, diddly do, yatta yatta, clatter clatter, winky wonky woo. Oh, Diane agrees about books and films. There we are. Yep, there we go. Right, caught up with the comments. Now we can talk in real time. So that is wonderful, isn't it? Right, how's everybody doing? I guess what we're all wondering, I certainly have been at 3 o'clock, I was sending out thoughts and positive vibes to our curry. No doubt Corrie will give us an update at a time and place of her choosing or not. It's not really our business, is it? But Corrie, whatever the outcome was of today, I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say that we had you very much front and center of our thoughts. And I saw earlier in the comments that you were quite angry. So, as you know, we are here when and if you need us. In other matters arising, I have added to the pro forma of the descriptions. So obviously, if you click on the Thursday Night Live thing on a live stream, or if you click on the title of a video, it brings up that big long old description, doesn't it? And I've added to that. So I've gone back to including details of the current fleet because they've not been in the videos all that much, have they? So I've put all of the details of the fleet in there so anybody who's interested can see who and what is on the fleet, what they're called, what they are, etc. I've also put right at the end of the description all of the details of the restaurant because you can't find them anywhere. And people do ask. So the restaurant details will now be on the description of every video and every live stream right at the end. So that's the physical address, telephone numbers, website link, etc., etc. And just to reiterate, for those who don't know, we are a Nepali and fusion fine dining restaurant. We produce amazing food. We're not expensive. It's fine dining, but it's friendly fine dining. We're not overly formal or, stiff. You can relax. You can enjoy yourself. And if you would like to come along, then Ram, who most of you know, will cook for you and come and speak to you. And I will be there and I will speak to you, and Amrit will be there and he will serve you along with his colleagues. And basically, we will look after you. There'll be a bit of something on the house, no doubt. And it's always, and many of you have come to the restaurant now, and you would all be very, very welcome indeed. And talking of such things, community meetups and whatnot, that's the other bit of news from today. I have booked the hotel for Monday's community meet, and I'm really looking forward to meeting some of you and sharing one of my very special places with you. A couple of people have said they're coming so far, which is nice because it's incredibly short notice. Now, if nobody can make it, that's absolutely fine. I'll still have a blast. But going forward, whenever I'm going anywhere, as I've said, I'll create an event. I'll provide all of the details, and come and join me if you so wish. It would be lovely to start meeting up with everybody, and for you lot to be meeting each other. So this is the community meetup on Monday coming, as in a couple of days' time, and it's taking place in Llandudno. I am staying at the Grand Hotel, Llandudno. You can just pop along for the evening, or you can stay over should you wish to, and you can stay wherever the bloody hell you please. And the loose plan is to maybe go up the Great Orme and watch the sunset, and in my case, film it, if that works out for people time-wise. And then basically just a night on the town, drinks, a meal if you need a meal, and just socialising and hanging out in Llandudno. It's quite a nice little place. Go to the Ormo Lounge. That's a lovely place to relax with drinks and whatnot. It's not too noisy. It's very comfortable. There are big leather couches and all of that sort of thing. And I, of course, will be finishing the evening with a live stream. And if anybody wanted to join me for that and co-host, you would be more than welcome. And then the following morning, the Tuesday morning, 10 o'clock, Wetherspoons. I'm going to be there getting my breakfast and it's quite, I'm no fan of Wetherspoons. I think we all know that, but I'm willing to make an exception for Llandudno because it's such an amazing building. It's the old Palladium, it's the old theatre, and it's rather fantastic. So should you wish to, you can come and have breakfast with me if you wanted to, for whatever strange reason. So there you go. I'm not expecting anybody to turn up, and if nobody turns up, that is not a problem in the least, but you would be more than welcome. And then the next community meetup is Sunday lunch in the Peak, here in the Peak District. Sunday lunch at the Highwayman, and that is on, can't remember the date, but I'll find it for you now. That is going to be on the Sunday, the 26th of this month. So it's just over 2 weeks away, isn't it? Yeah, just over 2 weeks away. And yeah, the idea is that come up here to the Peak District, or down here, or across to here from wherever you are, and we'll just meet up for Sunday lunch. And that's what the event is, 12 till 4, Sunday lunch at the Highwayman. But obviously that can be extended. If you wanted to come up on the Saturday and stay over and come to the restaurant on Saturday night, I can arrange that. If you wanted to stay over on the Sunday night, if you haven't got to be somewhere on Monday, work or whatever, and you wanted to come to the restaurant on the Sunday night, we can do that. We can arrange that, not a problem. If you wanted to do Saturday and Sunday at the restaurant, we can do that. And if you've got a motorhome or camper van and you wanted to stay until the Monday and come away with me in NETTY and have a Monday night somewhere in the Peak District at a campsite, you can absolutely damn well do that as well. So there are lots of possibilities. Now, these have been created as events on Facebook. You need to be a member of the Facebook group in order to view them, because they are private events for the Boaty's World Facebook group. I don't want to put them out there for the entire world to see. You know, I'd like some level of control over who might rock up. So you do need to be a member of the Facebook group. Search for Boaty's World on Facebook. You'll find a Facebook page. Please like it. I need 3 more to get to 3,000. Just 3 more followers. And you will find the Facebook group. Please join it. We're not far off hitting 1,000 members now, and that'll be quite a milestone. So join the Facebook group, and you will then have access to the events, and you can see the details, whatnot. I might set up chats for them. I keep meaning to set up chats and things, but there we go. There we go. I'm really, really, really looking forward to Monday now. Really looking forward to it. Right, let's just jump back into the comments. Right, Dan rode to Leamington Spa today. 76 miles one way on his 125, doing about 40. And it took all day with regular stops. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Oh dear, Andrew's going through the wars with his brother. Yeah. And as Peter P says, tricky chaps, family. Yes, indeed. Indeed. That's absolutely fine, Corey. Simone, good evening. And Simone is watching Carry On Jack. Well, I never. Andrew, you don't need to worry about that. I keep banging it into you. None of you ever need to worry about bringing the chat down if you're in a crappy place or crappy things are happening. Josh says, how long have you owned this fine dining restaurant? Well, that would be no time at all. I don't own it. I don't own it in any way, shape, or form. It's a bit difficult to explain, but I don't own it. But I am connected in a family sense with, and there are, it's complicated. It's difficult to explain, but I am not the owner, or I am not one of the owners. It is a bit complicated. JB71 joins us. Bottoms up, all. Had a dizzy spell today. I really thought I would need to call an ambulance. Dicky tummy as well. Didn't need to. Consumed some liquid, as I'm guessing that I may be dehydrated. Dehydration will do terrible things to you. So, and it will can certainly cause dizziness. Hope you are okay. Hope you are okay. Everybody's sending love and advice to Andrew. Good shout, Diane. Yeah. If you suspect that you're dehydrated, get something isotonic down you. Now, I don't know what the current things are. In my day, it was a product called Isostar. I've got no idea if that exists, but basically you need something isotonic. Well, I mean, obviously any liquid is better than nothing. And there's nothing wrong with water. I love water. I drink a lot of water during the day. Or Vimto. People should definitely join Boaty in Llandudno, says Emma. And it's a nice place. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a cheeky night at the Grand, and it's going to be grand. Can't make Monday, says Nigel. Try to make the end of the month, though. Yeah, it's really short notice. I just put it out there just in case. I'm not expecting anybody to come. I've got everything planned, assuming that I'm going to be on my own some, and it's going to be great. But what I will do, because Llandudno just works in so many ways. So what I will do, once Monday's out of the way, I'll pick another date, book it well in advance. I'll book the hotel room well in advance so it's cheap. And we'll do another night in Llandudno in November, and then another one in December, and call that the Christmas meetup. I've thought about going to all of these other places, but seriously, Llandudno, it's just the right distance for me. It's my happy place. I've loved it all of my life. I love the Grand Hotel. It's nice and cheap off season. Yeah. Why bugger about? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So Monday, ridiculously short notice. I know that. Don't worry about it. I'll have a blast on my own. But I will set up Llandudno meet in October. We're in October, in November and in December. So just keep those at the back of your mind because they will be coming up. And as I say, Sunday lunch here in the Peak in a couple of weeks. Again, if you can't make it, don't worry about it. It's not a problem, but it's there if you would like to. And again, as soon as that one's done, I will set up another one for November and another one for December. So you've got plenty of notice to make arrangements. And remember, that's quite flexible. You can make that into a whole weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Spend time here in the Peak. It's a nice place to hang out. And as I say, if you've got a motorhome or a camper van and you want to extend it into Monday and come away with me and Netty for the night on a Monday, you can absolutely do that. And again, a reminder, if you were visiting here in the Peak, then there are options. There's a guest cupboard here at Windy Bum. There's the hotel, which is where the Sunday lunch will be taking place. Many other hotels, obviously. And if you are camper vanning or motorhoming, then there are numerous sites around here. So yeah, it's quite a flexible thing. Oh, thank you, Steve. Yes, 26th of October, the Highwayman. Yes. Sounds good, says Josh. I'll just swim over. It's only 4,000 miles. Well, exactly. Highwayman, that's Netty. The other Highwayman, Peter says, no, yeah, I should go in Netty, shouldn't I? And then it'll be the Highwayman at the Highwayman. Kyle, good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Boaty, there's two Boaty's Worlds. One is a private group. Well, I don't know who the other one is. But yeah, our Facebook group is a private group. It's not public. And the other Boaty's World is possibly the Facebook page, which is a different thing. Kyle would love to see me on a speedboat in Llandudno. Isostar says, Steer, in my day it was Lucasade. Lucasade was never isotonic, really. Emma joins us. Hi all, hi Boaty. Josh asks, do you like your MGs, Boaty? I've only got one, and yes, I like it. Corey, don't you dare apologise, and you absolutely weren't a drama queen. People might be too shy and starstruck meeting a celeb such as yourself, Boaty. You bloody piss-taking swine, JB71. Uh, you piss-taking sod. Bernard knows how to say slandered, no says Peter P. Allegedly, but she says she does, but she's never said it. I mean, she has to me privately, but she's never said it on a live stream or a video. Matron joins us, community matriarch, and of course, owner, operator of the community bosom. Good evening, Tracy. Emma has some food news, and she's made a delicious chicken roast dinner with chicken, homemade lovely roast potatoes with beef dripping, homemade Yorkshire puddings, carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, and chicken gravy. And that sounds utterly fabulous. My food day was lavishly buttered slice of toast for breakfast, naturelmo. Lunch was half of the chicken drumsticks and thighs, which I had with um, some new potatoes that I steamed and then tossed in butter, mint, and parsley, and salad dressed with my Mediterranean vinaigrette. Supper tonight will be stuffed curry, obviously. And then tomorrow's food news. Breakfast will be the normal. Lunch will be the rest of the omelets, chicken thighs, and drumsticks and whatnot, which I will be having with new potatoes steamed and then quickly stir fried in garam masala and coleslaw. Coleslaw. Yeah, I'm going to have some coleslaw with them. Looking forward to that, actually. Steak slices for nibbles, says Tonic 110. I love a steak slice. Kyle says Nettie wouldn't get up the Great Orme, and I assure you she would. Oh, that's not bad, Simone. That's not bad at all. 156 quid for the work on Connie. That's not bad. Oh, I was panicking about that a bit, but that's okay. Josh asks how many cars I have. Not many at the moment. I'm well down. I've hardly got any. I've hardly got any at all. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 cars and a motorhome, and that's nowhere near enough. So, note to self: get more cars. How are you today, Boaty? Asked Emma. I'm all right. I am all right. There is, yeah, I've got no grounds for complaint. And we've got we got a couple of voice notes. Here we go.
Hey, Boaty, I was going to phone in, but I didn't want to monopolise the live stream. The doctors was okay. Basically, I still got abscesses on my liver, which, because I'm immune to a lot of the antibiotics, they can't risk giving me the antibiotics. So I'm going to have blood tests every couple of weeks, scans every couple of months to check that it doesn't turn septic, because that's the last thing you want. Also, the kidney stones is gone from a 5 ml kidney stones to now 12 ml kidney stones. So I've been referred to a urologist to sort out what they're going to do about them. So I'm so sorry about yesterday. I was a drama queen, and I do apologise. I also apologise for putting the phone down yesterday, Boaty, during the live stream. I just didn't want everybody hearing me sniffing and crying in the corner. I apologise for that. And I just want to say a massive, massive, massive thank you to you and everybody in chat for the love and support. And also a massive thank you to Tonic 110 and 69 Bouquet. They both phoned me a couple of times to check on my K. And also I've spoken to both of them guys today to check that I'm okay. So again, I 100% apologise for all the dramatics yesterday. That's just me being a drama queen. So yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, firstly, absolutely no apologies necessary. Absolutely none. We totally get it. Certainly, I totally got it. And don't even think about apologizing. And for the rest of it, you know, it's not ideal, but hopefully it's a lot less kind of dreadful than you were probably dreading that it might be. I think, as I was banging on about last night, you've got issues, unfortunately, that are ongoing and that are being dealt with, but you know, they're being managed, and whilst no doubt you are uncomfortable in many ways, you can still function and you can enjoy. You can watch the sun come up, you can watch the sun go down, you can hear the birds singing, you can possibly enjoy food. Not everybody has that. Not everybody has that. So, and this is probably true of life in general for most of us. Many things are suboptimal, but God, I even put this in a song, one of my stupid songs. I try to slip something meaningful in the silly songs. And I wrote a silly song for one of the videos. And it really is a silly song. It's all about, what did I call it? I can't remember what I called it when I put the video out there. But yeah, it was a day when I was feeling crappy in various ways, but I still had a nice day. And I wanted to make a song about that. But me being me, I had to make it stupid and slightly filthy, didn't I? So it ended up being I can't remember what I called it, the erectile dysfunction mambo or something. And the chorus line was, there were two bits of it. There was the serious bit, which I wanted to get in there. And that line was, let me try and remember it, something like, but even in the worst days, there's still joy to be had. And that was the thing that I wanted to get in there, because I was having a really not great day, but I managed to drag some joy out of it. I was in pain, I was in discomfort, there was grief with the roadworks and whatnot going outside. But I still ended up having a decent day. And that's what I wanted to get in there. And so that, yeah, that was the line. But something like, even in the worst days, there's still joy to be had. Something like that. That's what I wanted to get in there. And then the rest of it was just my normal crap, you know. Because the line that came directly after that was, for example, today, when all day he felt iffy, he had the good fortune to wake with a stiffy. And that tells you all you need to know about me, is that I struggle to write anything meaningful without writing something very stupid around it, because I feel vaguely shameful at trying to write something bloody meaningful. But it is true, isn't it? It is true for so many of us, especially if we're at a certain age. Life is a compromise and a struggle and suboptimal, and we're dealing with issues. But there is that thing. But even in the worst days, there's still joy to be had. And I kind of think that's the key to life, no matter what life is throwing at you. Excuse me, wine burp. You have to try and find a little joy and take a little joy out of it. digestive system falling apart. I'd like to see that. Oh, right, there we are. There we are. Yeah, so there you go. There you go. Thank you for that, Corey. Thank you for that. And again, we appreciate you trusting us with your innermost doings. We had another one, didn't we? Oh yeah, here we are.
Boaty, found that box as if you were in an episode of Love Thy Neighbour and you were the butt of all jokes.
Love
Twat.
Love Thy Neighbour. Oh God, remember that? Richard O'Sullivan, wasn't it? Oh dear me. Right, I can't be asked to get it. God, that weighs a ton now. How is that still not full? Weighing like that. There must be a bloody fortune in there. Right, $1, £1. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's quite near the surface now. There was no noise at all. How many more? Right. Anybody want to guess what date will the box be full? What date will we be, even if we shake it and everything, what date will we be incapable of putting £1 into the box? No problem there at the moment.
Jack Smith first.
Oh, there we are. Right, thank you. A telephone call. Good evening, Mystery Tonic. How the devil are you?
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm all right. Told the others.
Yeah. I thought I'd phone in and just like spoil the stream. You know what I mean?
Thank you, mate.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, fella. Yeah, I see a lot of people are kind of, how can I say, suffering, you know, with depression and everything in chat.
Yeah.
But they've got to remember that we're always here to help them as best we can. You know?
Yeah.
Well, on an even more depressing point, right? You asked me to keep you informed about our lasses progress kind of thing.
Yes, please.
Actually managed to buy the Sanctum today, so
okay.
It is going ahead. Another 1,100 quid down the bloody drain. So,
well, not down the drain.
Well, it's not down the drain, is it? You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully it's already in there. Sorry, I just noticed Andrew's comment. Yeah, but. In yourself, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm all right at the moment. I'm okay at the moment. I'm blessed. I'm feeling positive. Some things are really getting to me, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, as much as they are annoyances, and as much as a bit of pain is an annoyance and a bit of inconvenience or a bit of you know, things that have knock-on effects and affect other parts of your life, but you have to look at the big picture, don't you? Certainly when you get to my age, you have to look at the big picture. And it's
what do you keep going on about my age for? You don't for a pup.
Oh well, yeah, everything's relative, but
it is, isn't it? Yeah,
everything's relative. And yes, to you, no doubt I'm a puppy. But to other people in the chat, I will be an absolute dinosaur, and that's the way it works. And let's be honest, when we were both thrusting young 25-year-olds, and you showed us the people that we are now, we would both just be old codgers.
Oh, bloody hell, yeah.
Yeah. That's the way it is, isn't it? That's the way it is.
That's the one bad thing about getting older is nobody, and this isn't meant sexually, don't get me wrong, nobody touches you. They don't come anywhere near you. You know what I mean? Yeah. They see you down the street and they walk away because it's an old codger. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That bit I miss. But, yeah.
I mean, there are aspects of it that are hard. Your you know, your body changes, and things cease to become available to you. and you have to deal with that. And other things happen as well. I mean, in a way, we've got something in common. Now you are dealing with leading a life alone now,
Yeah.
because you lost your beautiful wife, very sadly. I'm also dealing with having to being alone because I lost my beautiful looks.
Yeah, well, I've never had them to start with, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Well, it kind of doesn't matter because ultimately, yeah, we're dealing with the same thing through no choice stroke fault of our own. We're dealing with having to plough a lonely furrow where that's not what we wanted. And many other people will be in similar situations. And as you get older, there's just a series of things like that. Your life circumstances will be unpalatable, compromised in a way that you didn't want them to be. You become incapable of doing things that you would like to do. Things cease to become available to you. You can't look at yourself in the same way that you always had done. And it's really quite difficult to deal with and to cope with. And, you know, other things, age brings other things as well, like the loss of friends, family, loved ones of a similar vintage to yourself.
Yeah, so the loss of mobility is one of the big ones, you know what I mean?
It's a massive one. And 6 months ago, I would have said that, you know, I can't really talk about that. But I did lose my mobility after the accident. And it's crushing to not simple things. You can't have a shower. You can't have a bath. You can't use a lavatory.
Yeah.
You can't get in and drive a car. It's kind of shattering. It's kind of earth shattering. And if you have the gift, the privilege of growing older, then these things will come along and smack you on the nose. And what do you do with that? Well, it's kind of like life in general, isn't it? Because life in general is hard and cruel. You're born, you're offered all of these amazing possibilities, and just as you get into the point where you think, right, I've learned about this now, I can really take advantage of it all, you either die or you stop working properly, and you have to deal with that.
Well, that's the way I kind of look at it. You know, I complain about aches and pains and not being able to get around proper. But then I look at it the other way. At least I'm still here. You know, a lot of people aren't.
Yeah,
you
know? That's it. And that's kind of... I think that's the only way that you can make sense out of life and everything that happens in life, is to just, you know, if you get the gift of waking up in the morning, then that is a gift. And just, what can you do with the gift? Make the most of it. No matter how flawed it is, no matter how compromised it is, how can you make sense of this thing that we call life, this finite thing that will be taken away from each and every one of us? How can you make sense of that other than just trying to make the most of every day that we're blessed with, no matter how hard it is, no matter how much is against you? It's still a gift.
Yeah, well, I used to worry about waking up next morning. Now I don't bother. I just get in bed and say, sod it, either will or I won't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No matter how big a struggle your life is, and no matter how bad in many ways you might consider your life would be, I guarantee you this: anybody who, if they were capable of it, anybody who is no longer alive would be happy to swap with you. And I think that's maybe worth remembering.
Yeah, true. Anyway, I'm going to let you go, but before I go, I want to say to Corrie, don't worry, love. You know, there's always me and Stu here. You can just give us a ring anytime you want, and we'll be here for you.
Oh, bless you. You're a good lad.
Okay.
You're a good lad.
Well, I try to be, but others seem to have a different opinion.
Oh, well, sod them.
Yeah. Okay. Good night, Jason.
Okay, mate. Take care. Bye-bye. Ah, the lovely tonic. The lovely tonic. Let me just check that we haven't. No, we haven't. Good. Okay. Don't have to answer this if you don't want to. How much do you get on benefits there in the UK? Here, it's roughly 800 Australian dollars a fortnight. I don't know, Andrew, is the honest truth. All I will say about benefits and that kind of thing, and it's a rabbit hole I'm not going to go down. I'm not going to go down there. No, I'm just not. All I will say is that if you want to see how a country is, look at the poorest people. I've traveled the world. Sorry, that sounded like a boast, and it's not. But I have. I've traveled the world. I've lived across many countries. I've spent time living in countries where the poorest people are malnourished, cold, and all of those kind of things. I've lived in Africa, where you might expect that. I've lived in Ukraine, where you might not expect that. Ukraine was an eye-opener when you've got pensioners selling single cigarettes on the street for fractions of a penny. You've got other things going on that I'm not even comfortable talking about. And then if you compare that with the UK, and if you look at the poorest people in the UK, they're fat. Not all of them, of course, not all of them. But if you want to talk about a country's welfare system, then I think that's not a bad guide. If you live in a country where the people who have zero income and rely on the welfare system of that country, if they're fat, then that tells you something about the welfare system. Now, I'm not saying that it's too generous, and I'm not casting aspersions on fat people or anything of that nature. I'm just saying that if you live in a country where if you have no income from your own work, effort, employment, self-employment, whatever, if you rely purely on what your country's government gives you because you happen to be a citizen of that country and you happen to be alive and you don't get up and go to work, you don't necessarily make any efforts. Obviously, people are disabled, people are unable to work for various reasons. This is not a pop at anybody. But if you are entirely reliant upon the benefit system in the United Kingdom, you can be fat. So I would argue that it must be reasonably generous. And I'm not saying whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just not. But as far as I'm aware, in the UK, if you are entirely unemployed and you don't generate any income, then you can have a home, a roof over your head. Not everybody, but you can have a home, a roof over your head. You will be given money for food. You can have heating. You can have light. Your children will be educated. Your health will be looked after with no cost to yourself. Your teeth will be looked after with no cost to yourself. And you can eat enough that you can be fat. So, yeah, that's what I would say about the UK welfare system.
Hi, Boaty.
Hello.
I hope you are well.
I'm all right.
It's a time for them whores draws again. Up, down, up, down, up,
Here we
down.
go. Here we go.
So, pound that box.
I will, and thank you. God, I can't tell you how heavy that is. I'll bring the bathroom scales down one of these nights and we'll weigh this bloody box. But it's another quid. One box, yet another pound. 3, 2, 1. Will it ever be filled? Oh, it can't be far off now. It can't be far off. Right, time is marching on. Let's whiz through the comments, shall we? Excuse me again. Kyle has got a question. Given the fact that you love France so much, what is your stance on German tanks? I've never stood on a German tank or had anything to do with them. So, but I would imagine that I would stand quite tall if I were to stand on a German tank. I agree. Apologies from Corrie are definitely not needed. No, let me just. No, there we are. I definitely agree with you there, Boaty, says Emma. There's definitely some joy to be had in every day. I think there is, if you make the effort to seek it out. But you have to make the effort. You have to make the effort. Because some of us, many of us, will get days where joy is elusive. And it's human nature that joy has to come and smack you in the face. Whereas despair will just, you will find despair automatically. I think that's human nature. You look for the fear, you look for the bad, you look for, and you have to make a conscious effort to seek out the joy. I genuinely believe that. I genuinely believe that. Because God knows life is hard. Life is hard, but joy will lurk and can be found. We need to distract from the bad stuff by taking the piss out of Boaty. It works wonders. Yeah, well, there you are. That's what I'm worried about as well, Nigel. The arse falling out of the box before it's full. Let's turn it upside down and have a look. Oh my God. It's not going to be full anytime soon, but there is a ridiculous number of pounds in there. I don't think it's supposed to get this full. We might have to call time on this. We might have to call time and at some point decide that, right, we need to empty this bloody box. Right, just whizzing through these a little bit. Is that a new candle? Well, it was when it was new, but it's not new now. You can't wipe your ass. There's a Scottish phrase I love, describing people who haven't got much. They've no ass in their trousers. They've no ass in their trousers. I love that phrase. Halloween ambience at Windy Bum. I don't do Halloween. I don't do Halloween. I don't do Christmas. I don't do any of those things. Maybe I should. Maybe we should ring the changes this year. Oh, do start saying your good nights, darlings. We are after midnight now. Have I spoken about everything I wanted to speak about? I've told you about Monday. I've told you that there are going to be Mondays coming up. The slanted nose, the Sunday lunches. Done all of that. Yes. Box ticked. Tick. Yeah. I think I've done all right today. I've done a good job. Ish. I agree with that, JB71. Actually, people on welfare are demonized. Some are milking it, but most are not. I agree with that. Actually, I can't claim to have any impartial oversight, but from what little I know, yeah, I would say that is true. I know that when I was married and we had 4 kids and we were trying to put the 4 kids through school, and you know, if you've got kids and you want them to do well in life and you want them to have a good education, then you pay for it, because otherwise it's a lottery. You might live in a good area and have a good school, but if anything that you get that's free, it's kind of a bit of a lottery, and that includes education. So if you cared about your kids, then you make sure they get a good education, and that means paying for it. And I know that when I was married and the kids were school age and all of that, I know that, and I was whatever I was. Mags was senior, very senior in the NHS, and the people that worked for her, or the people that were underneath her, unlike the lowest paid people, the HAs, the health assistants and whatnot in the hospital, working working part-time, earning little above minimum wage, with kids, getting benefits, top-ups, this, that, and the other, whatever they're called, child allowance, I don't know. Obviously, Mags and I, we didn't get anything at all, but many of them did. And they would have holidays, and this and that. And there were times when, well, there were years when we couldn't have a holiday because you don't get any. Do you know what I mean? And our cars, when I might have been this and she might have been the most senior person there, but our cars weren't the best on the car park because you funnel your money into, well, you don't get any help, and you don't get free prescriptions or this, that, and the other, and you have to pay for this, that, and the other. So yeah, I don't know. Steve McDonald, good evening to you. When are you doing the live stream with Tonic 110? We need to sort that out. We need to try and sort that out. Okay, whizzing through a bit now. Mike P, I don't blame you. Off to the Caravan tomorrow in Dalgestley. Don't blame you. I'm so looking forward to Monday and Llandudno. I know it's only one night, but it will make all of the difference to me, and I'm so looking forward to it. My first time taking YVETTE CARTE-BLANCHE to Wales. Oh, so excited. It's going to be great. Ian Fraser, good evening to you. The arse is at the knees of your trousers. I love that. I love that. Oh, yes, Richard, she will have got a big fat NHS pension. She's not in the NHS anymore. She took the corporate shilling and went to one of the charities who offered her a six-figure sum to basically, as far as I understand it, go around the world training other, not individuals, but training countries' health organizations to do this, that, and the other, and get paid a bloody fortune for doing it. Unfortunately, that was after the divorce, so I didn't get any benefit from that. Right, okay, I think that is it for tonight, darlings. I think that's it for tonight. The thing that I'm going to take is that I was kind of worried a lot about Corrie, and I'm glad that whilst everything is not great, I'm glad that we're not facing a disaster scenario. So yeah, that's good. That is good. And other than that, oh God, we've got the two short but sweets coming up, haven't we? Yeah, it's a late short one tomorrow and again on Saturday. And then we're back to the hour on Sunday. And then on Monday, 2 hours from glorious Llandudno. And again, the hotel is booked. This one is actually happening. Oh, it was £4 more expensive than if I booked it yesterday. And that really annoyed me. And that's why I said that I'm going to book them well in advance in future. But yeah, I'm excited about it. Maybe I should go to other new places, but I know I love Llandudno. I know I love the Grand, and that kind of means my anxieties don't get raised because I'm going to a known quantity. And a Wetherspoons breakfast. I've been looking on the app today to try and figure out what to have. Oh dear. Right, okay, darlings, it is that time. Good night to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your company tonight. It's meant the world, as it always does. And I'm just loving to see that you're all, you're all doing the community thing with each other and outside of the live stream times as well. So the community is proving itself to be the amazing thing I always hoped it would be. So let me wish each and every one of you a safe and peaceful night and a good day tomorrow. May it bring joy if you can find it. May it bring pleasure, but at the very least, may it be manageable. And I can't wait to see you again tomorrow night. It's going to be later. It's going to be short but sweet. Yes, the candle will be relit tomorrow night, 11:30, Friday Night Live. I hope you'll join me then. In the meantime, all the love in the world from me. Can't wait to see you then. And on that note, pachoo! And indeed, oh yes, bosh.